Hi guys, welcome back to episode number 2 of
No Filter Podcast. Almost slipped a little bit there, but I think that's kind of it's like second nature at this point. But yeah, welcome back to No Filter Podcast. I'm your host Tavin.
and I'm your host Eddie. So episode 2,
Yes.
what have you installed for us?
Well, in episode 2, we're here to talk about working or studying, or in some cases, depending on what your circumstances, it could either be both, or maybe not at all. But that is the not at all part. It's like a very, very 1.1% of chances. But then again, you probably have to be in some sort of longkang if you're in that position. But let's kind of let's give it a benefit.
Hold on. What do you mean some sort of longkang for that 1%?
I mean, no study, no work. That's like kind of dead.
Can't you just let them be billionaires or millionaires or sons of billionaires or millionaires?
Oh, okay. Sorry. I shouldn't judge.
Okay, maybe at 0.5%.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll leave we'll leave it equal.
It doesn't
equal
matter. I
percent.
think everybody should do what they want. I guess regardless.
So, Tavin, tell us, are you about that work life or are you about that study life? Because, hold on, let me speak.
Okay.
Let me speak. In the previous episode, we talked about what we're doing. Currently, I'm studying, you're studying and you're working. So
Yep.
I don't know what is your goal because I'm clear with mine. So, what do you think is better, studying, work life or study life?
I think it primarily depends on exactly a lot of things. Like for example, your. Oh, that's interesting. I couldn't hear what you just said.
Same bro. Anyways, yeah.
Okay. I think it really depends on a lot of things. For example, it's like your family financial history, the background, what type of what type of opportunities do you have, what type of opportunities your parents can give you, to kind of go to the next stage in life. So personally for me, I've dealt with a very, very interesting situation.
Mm-hmm.
So which kind of forced me to actually get a job, which then I used my job to 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 start studying. But when I started studying, I had no objective whatsoever. I didn't really know what to do. I thought I was just getting a diploma just for the sake of getting a diploma. But recently I kind of figured exactly what I want to do. Maybe I want to leverage that diploma to try to get the best job that I can, which is kind of my passion.
Which the job you're currently at doesn't seem like your passion.
It
at
is
all.
not my passion, bro. It's no one's passion. No one wants to be in my job.
Correction. Someone wants to be in your job. Maybe not from this country.
Yeah. That's
Right?
a fact. Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. But of course, my passion, aligns with how to say. My passion is more or less on cars. I love automotive cars and all that. So I think using my diploma to leverage on something in that field is what is greatly beneficial for me, in my opinion.
So Bawa Pondok. Let's go.
We can always experiment somewhere else. But yeah. Oh wait, is he taking a picture?
I don't know X amount of places. Yeah, what's up?
Oh,
Alright. Very cool. So, but yes, I mean there will be other people that want to be in your position, to be at your job. But please do define for us Malaysians, why do you hate your job?
I don't hate my job. It's just that carrying boxes, and to me it's like it's a dead end job. Let's just put it at that. I don't really think like it's what I want to do. I only got the job purely because I was desperate. So granted that desperation is gone, and new opportunities are on my way, and some opportunities that I've taken right now that are currently on the works. I don't really think staying in this job will benefit me any further because my aspirations are actually quite high, and I feel like there's more that I can do with my life than just be in the same position that I am for a long period of time, which will never benefit me, honestly.
I
So,
see.
granted-
So
you say first?
yeah. So you're saying that the working life is better than the studying life.
Actually, it primarily depends. Some people they don't like either. Some people they don't like to work. They much prefer to study. Some people they love to study, but and not work. And some people love to work and not study. So, I think it really depends. If you're looking to go to those degree kind of jobs like lawyer, doctor. Then you kind of have to go through the educational route. But if you're someone who wants to enter the business line, or has an entrepreneurship mindset, or someone who just wants to you know progress in life a little bit more quicker, or a little bit more differently, then I think working would be okay. And I think to us, we know a few friends who graduated from high school
Yeah.
with a good results, and
Yep.
they just decided to work instead
Yep.
of studying.
Yeah,
Which,
that's true.
Granted, they're not poor; they're like rich, but then just they decided to work instead. So again, that's totally different. It's totally up to them.
Yeah.
But I think that is a very, very interesting scenario. It's like what goes in their mind, like what made them make this decision. So I think that is quite interesting, like, at least in my opinion.
In my opinion, it's totally different. It's like I prefer. Not gonna lie, I prefer the study life. I'm not a study. I'm not a person that likes to study. I'm pretty sure you know this. Like
Well,
my grades.
Bro, I saw a photo frame of a dean's list on your fucking room, alright? What do you mean by you don't know how to study? In any case, you should teach me how to study. Because my mom's
Okay.
giving me so much
Okay.
shit about it.
This. Okay, dean's list don't exactly mean you are smart.
I mean, yeah, technically, yeah.
But it's just basically saying that, yeah, you're capable of studying.
Yes.
I only got dean's list for one semester, and then it's just down the drain. Okay, my results wise, I mean, bro, just take a look lah. Recently SPM is just over, done and gone. At the time of recording, not
Yes.
at the time of posting this video, but everyone is like so happy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you just left the best place on earth,
Which is high school.
which is high school.
Yeah.
And you're telling me, yeah, I don't need to see this fucking school no more. I don't need to study
You
no
know.
more. And I'm like, no, hear me
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
In my
go,
mind,
go,
I'm
go.
like thinking, wait, I'm pretty sure you haven't come to college, you haven't come to uni, you haven't read like half the society yet, and just
It's a lot
Mm.
different,
like you go.
Yeah, it's depending on what you want to do and how you want to do it. It's kind of downhill from there unless you don't know what you're doing. So
I'll kind of admit, at one point of my life, I was at a downhill,
same, me too.
and I think everyone goes through this after
Yes,
SPM.
yes.
You'll
Because,
definitely go through
because
it.
you're kind of going through like an adjustment,
Yeah,
You're like
it's
kind of
like
figuring
you,
it
you're
out.
trying to figure out like what I want to do in the next 20 to 40 years of my life.
Yeah.
Like not even that far, maybe 10 years of my life.
Uh-huh.
But here's the thing, I pre-planned my life ever since I think Form 3 until now. I kind of pre-planned like, okay, SPM don't aim high, like just get enough credits to get you into diploma. Then after diploma, you continue with a degree. That's where I plan, and that's where I am now. And I'm about to end my journey already, but I don't have a plan. And I'm at that crossroad, like, what should I do? Should I keep studying, or should I come out to work? Because I'm not gonna lie, I was in such a rush. Like I was just rushing through my education. It's like after my SPN, which back in the days, in our age, we know virus and pandemic or shit.
Yeah.
It finished around December.
Yes.
After December, I rested for like 3 weeks. I went for January intake. I started on the 4th of January 2021.
How do you survive?
Or is it 2020?
I can't remember.
I also can't remember.
I do remember you complaining about going to first intake. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah, but it was kind of fun. But then after I finished, I went into my diploma and I finished my diploma. Now I'm in my degree. And also, the same thing happened. The same cycle happened. I finished my diploma. I rested for 2 to 3 weeks, and then I'm back in my degree. It's like I've been rushing for so long. I never stopped to take a break. Okay, of course, the occasional semester breaks and holiday and final whatever shit breaks that you have. Yes, I took a break there. But then if you minus out that breaks, all those per se formal breaks lah, it's just study.
Yeah.
And then when you're at this point and you're thinking whether you want to work or not, it's another thing already. And the feeling kind of changed lah, because if I were to follow my plan I'm on right now, I would graduate at 22 years old.
Yes.
I'm 22 years old and I'm already looking for a job, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, you're that 22 years old is actually pretty fucking young, like really young.
It's really young to get, not say to get a job lah. To get a job even, yes, it's really young, because if you say about industry experience and work experience, all those, they'll be like 2 to 3 years. You're telling me you're 22, you 2 to 3 years experience? No, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, 22. Graduating at 22, and I'm like pointless in life. So hence why I started this podcast. Hopefully, hopefully YouTube saves my ass one day.
You know, actually the thing is, I think it's kind of good. You know, the fact that we kind of already know what we're doing already. You know,
Yeah.
starting a podcast, because at the end of the day, when you finish high school, that's practically you're entering the unknown. No one is gonna
Yeah.
tell you what to do. I mean, you know what to do, but at the same time, you know that what you're doing is not enough. Like, studying isn't really enough. There's more that you can do, and there's more time for you to do something else.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like missed opportunity for people that don't really take it. So like for me, example, after high school, I wasted 2 years of my life practically with jack shit. And
Yep.
you know, from 17, 18, 19, yeah, until 19, until 19, then 20 years
around
old.
that age, yeah.
And then 20 years old is when I actually started to study for diploma. And yeah, things have been good since. And now I kind of have, I have a path that I want to follow. And you know, yeah, of course, at the end of the day, no one told me to do this. You know, it's just me putting effort on my own, and taking my own initiative. So, yeah, so far I'm doing fine. But you know, again, life is very, very predictable. I don't think we would know where we would end up. You know, regardless of how hard
you
we
mean
try.
unpredictable?
Unpredictable as in, like, you know, sometimes when you plan stuff, things may not go into fruition. You
Just
know?
like how our business.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Listen, there's always
okay.
an opportunity
Yeah,
to do it again.
I think we should also say this, that we have tried a few things together.
Yes, yes.
As business partners, not just
Yes.
as friends or as a
Yes,
podcast
we
host.
have.
I've tried to go into other ventures, like starting my own business. It works well for the first 6 months. I'll be honest. For the first 6 months, it was fine. Business was booming. Everyone's like taking orders. Yeah. Because you kind of have your friend circle market. But after that, when they find a different alternative,
Oh yeah, it
Goodbye.
kind of goes
Annyeong.
down the drain.
or there's another circumstance where your work buddy here decides to say, you know what? Let me call the quits. I don't want you in my business.
Listen.
Fuck you.
Listen. The thing is that there's not a lot of out. Don't worry. The thing is,
No, I'm way past worrying from this, that, the fucking guard just now. I'm done, bro.
actually, no. The thing is that there wasn't a lot of input from both sides, money wise. You know, cause we're broke.
Yep.
But you know, I genuinely do feel like we can still make it work only if we put down some serious money.
If and only if.
Not only if we can, of course we can. It's just that we need to get our shit together.
We need to get our shit
the
together.
money together. So
But as of now, he's running his own business already lah.
yeah,
Owner of 3 big corporations.
3. What do you mean 3?
Sorry, make it 2.
Well, technically one is running and one is still dormant. So yeah.
I got one that's running, which is this one right here.
Yes. Shopee.
Not ad for Shopee, yeah.
Yeah. Please sponsor.
Not
please
sponsor us. Please sponsor us.
Yes.
I need more free delivery vouchers.
I promise I won't cuss if you know. Anyway.
Anyways, yeah. So I'm the guy that's siding to education, and you're the guy that's siding to work life. Which I think that it brings kind of a good balance, I would say,
Yes.
to this
I
podcast.
would
But
agree.
I think there's a third kind of there's a third type of person here, which is both. I don't know if you can speak for that person or that individual or that particular group, but let's put ourselves into that situation. Like, you like both, and then you are doing both, which is technically you.
Well, you know, I'm doing it purely because, you know, I don't look at, you know, my diploma as like a way of, you know, like a study thing. I more of it looks like look at it as like an opportunity thing. It's like it's more or less like a fail safe for me. But then again, even with the diploma, it's still very uncertain like this in my opinion. So I'm still kind of walking on thin ice, I would say. Still haven't the ice still hasn't cracked or it hasn't gotten any harder. So yeah.
But I think I want to say this because I have a friend. I don't want to name him lah. Just because I'm a very close friend to him. But he finished his diploma already, and he's also like me, not the study type, but study wise, I'm slightly better a bit lah, not a lot, slightly better a bit. But okay, this is a real story. He's in the IT department, IT world lah. So he finished his diploma, and he's trying to find a job. He applied to 15 different companies, regardless small, big, white collar or normal plain tea. 15 of those rejected.
15
of those rejected. And this is kind of like an insight to the industry now, not just the IT industry, but the whole job force as a whole, is that the market is already very intense, regardless which area you're going into. But then the thing is, if you go into that scope, what are your choices? Yeah lah, stop looking at me lah. I know I very lang zai. I've been trying to avoid it so much.
Yes, I know.
From the gut, ever since that gut came, my phobia was like, can we not? But yeah, but that is something true. He's still trying to find a job, and I really pity him. And then it also forces me to think, like, okay lah, I have a degree, but am I good enough, or am I going to secure a job? Are my chances going to be higher? Do I really need to pursue my master's or my PhD? Until to what level of education do I need to qualify to get a job? Regardless of whatever job lah, of course, and also whatever position you're applying for. But of course, the older people, older generation, they say, study more lah, and then you're the higher your qualification, the easier is it for you to find a job.
That's not how it works in current worlds.
Yeah.
Current reality. That's not exactly how it works. So that was definitely the case.
Hold on. I pressed something wrong. Is he positive? Let this keep recording for 1 second as I fix this. I'm trying to fix this. Let me fix this. Fix this. Let me go throw this. Okay, I'm fixing it. It's done. Where are you going? Can you throw mine too? So sorry, just now a bit of audio problem. Just now, the thing just got. So yeah, thank you for this week's sponsor. As usual, we have Tavin for his petrol, his car, his time. No, we are continuing. So what you were saying just now, my good old friend?
Shit, I kind of lost track.
It's okay, never mind. But I think we kind of covered a lot lah.
Yeah.
For this episode, and I think we just want to leave something for our audience to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what is it that you want to do, regardless if you're still studying if you're still studying in high school, or you're studying in college, or you're working, what in the next 10 years lah, or 5 to 10 years, what do you see yourself doing? Do you still see yourself being in this industry, in this job?
No, I do not. I think my scenario is going to be completely different. Definitely more money. I think maybe I might be working twice or maybe three times as hard as how I am right now. I think definitely maybe less social time, but to me, I think it all plays down to my priorities, which is money. So yeah, I think I'm totally cool with that, to be honest. And yeah, I think 5 years down the line, I am very, very confident that I will be in a better position financially speaking. And yeah,
For me, I'm also I'm still unsure where I see myself in the next 5 years. But it'll definitely be in the creative media industry, which is a very toxic industry.
yeah, kind
We'll get more to that in maybe the future episodes. But I just want to say that, and I think I want to give a piece of advice to our audience is that regardless of where you are right now, of what age or what job or what school you're studying at, just have a plan for yourself lah. At least for 5 years.
Yes.
Just like how I plan my life from Form 3, how old? Form 3 is 15? Yeah, I plan my life from 15, and now I'm 21, so it's like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 6 years. So I kind of got 6 years covered. But now, as I said in earlier, it's like I'm stuck. I don't know where to go. So this is like a time to kind of refresh what I want to do. And I think if you are taking XPM like this year or next year, it's about time you start thinking.
Yes.
It's about time you start thinking what industry you want to go into, what job you want to get in the future, and most importantly, I don't really want to say it in this episode. I will leave it for the future episode. But I'll say if something that is very experience based, it's best to just start after SPM to get a job, build your experience.
Yes.
I think that's something you also advise lah in terms of our partnership in the business.
Yes, that is true.
I think that's the best solution for the time being. So I think we'll cut it at this.
I have one more thing to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Just now you were talking about how you planned for like 6 years, right?
Yeah.
To me, since last year, I've had this one method that I've been following so far, and it's worked really well for me, which is to create short term goals to reach my long term goals.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
every year I would create 3 to 6 goals, and then I try to accomplish them. Like for example, yesterday I was able to accomplish my first goal, which I'm kind of super happy about. Granted, it would have been a lot earlier, but
I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time. Please,
yeah.
let it go big and hire me.
Sure.
I don't want to work for anybody else. I just want to work for close friends.
Yeah, so that was pretty interesting. Granted, I could have done it a lot earlier, but I think it's more or less like it's better timing to do it now than I did it in like February and March.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. But yeah, who knows? But of course, at the end of the day, sometimes your goals can change depending on your circumstances. Like for me, since my outcome and the opportunity that I got is like rapidly changing, I feel like my goals need to change as well in order to support that that opportunity and this new kind of lifestyle that I've kind of gone into.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's what I have to say lah.
Yeah. FYI. Hashtag no filter. So smoking is permitted in this podcast.
Yes.
Because
we were showing our true self.
We were showing our true self, and yeah, I think I should have mentioned this in the previous episode. I'm an ambassador for Rex.
So we have an official sponsor. Yes.
Yeah, we kind of have our official sponsor, but we are still in discussion about it.
Well, I'm not really involved because I don't smoke. So
yeah, not you. You used to smoke.
Used to,
but not now anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll try to bring something from Rex with my connections for our audience. But of course, PG-18
Yes.
No smoking below age.
Yes.
I highly condone that.
Yes, unless you want to end up with popcorn lungs.
Anyways, that's it for this episode. Please do leave a like in this video. And what should they do next?
And don't forget to turn on that notification bell. Also make sure to subscribe. And yeah, hope to see you guys in the next video.
Yep. I think that's it for now. See ya.